All right, here we go. What's up, family? It's yours truly, aka Darius Fowler, aka DJ What Now, and I have a special show here to show you, to show everyone. This is really cool. I appreciate the people that was on the channel last night. We had a really good time. I want to do this every week, at least once or twice a week. Evening time. The show is called Evening Hours. Now you're thinking hours as far as the timing, evening time, but it's not HOURS. Hours is OURS. So it's evening hours. So that's what I'm gonna name the show. My coworker at my job / colleague / friend, she gave me at some effort. Also, not just her, but Jamie. I appreciate Jamie. She actually gave me some ideas on the name of the show, and she helped me out with that as well. So I appreciate everyone that was on the show. I appreciate everyone that's on the chat to even make the show happen. If it wasn't for them, the show would have never happened. So I really appreciate all of y'all that made this happen for sure. And it's on my side with this. This was a really cool show. Now, I really apologize at advance. My volume was off. Apparently, I was on mute when I recorded the show last night. So I apologize. So what I'm going to do is narrate what I was saying on the show, so that way everyone can understand what I was saying, or everyone can understand what I was trying to say. So like I said, I appreciate everyone. We're going to get right to it. Hit a like for the algorithm, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, and turn your notifications on. Let's get right to it. But it's all right. It's all right. The show still must go on. And I'm here now with my voice, and that was me, the one that's on mute. So again, I apologize.
It should.
And she's right about that. I'm going to think about it next time as far as using Zoom instead.
I wouldn't be surprised if you have to pay for it, but yeah,
you gotta pay for everything. You should know.
And they don't even know we're recording. We're actually recording right now. But I let them know like a few moments later.
Shoot, I don't want nothing free. You keep it.
Again, I appreciate everyone that was on the show last night. Really do. I honestly thought there wasn't going to be a show, but everyone came on. I didn't care about the time at that point. We all made it happen. So, but yeah, we definitely all made it happen.
You can go first.
Okay. So my first. I was going to join you too. Okay. Let me know when you want me to answer.
And I appreciate Zach for joining as well. Appreciate for Anijah, Jamie, Zach. McKenna's going to be on later. But I appreciate everyone that was on there.
You guys are just starting.
Yes.
He came at the right time.
Okay. Oh, wow, that's wonderful.
At the right time. He said he was going to be late. He still showed up. So the question I was asking for everyone was, what was the first car they ever had? The very first car, and how they bought the car. What did they do to buy the car? That was the first question. I wanted to do an icebreaker just to see where we would go with the with the conversation.
Turn it down.
So that was me just asking about the question.
So I'm looking for a 2002 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo, and I got it actually doing the first time buyers program. It made it so that I only had to put $500 down, and my payments were like $120.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, for cars. I didn't have any credit. I built credit. I was 19 at the time, so I never built credit before, and that was like your first way of building credit. So yeah, they have a first time buyers program for cars, and that's what I did. $120 a month, and it's easy.
Yeah, that's not bad. For a first car, it's not too bad. Can't really be mad about that.
I don't. They do. You just gotta go through hoops and all that.
And I was asking, do they still have a program like that? And I don't know if they do. But
Yes. Nah, because I had to think for a second. To answer your question, I know I had my first car was a sports car. I made payment, but because I'm a single mom and it was really difficult at the time, they did repo my car, which is really sad. So I think that's why I don't remember half of the shit, because it was too much going on. But that was my first car. It was a sports car.
Sports car is pretty cool.
Got it, and they took it back, fuckers.
That's pretty cool. And there's McKenna. Like it's right, like I said, right on time for everyone. Nah, not late. She was good. I wonder if y'all can read my lips. Comment in the bottom below if you can read my lips. I think that'd be cool if y'all could.
These single parents to get vehicles within our budget. So it was fun while it lasted, but it sucked at the same time.
It's not bad. Having a fast car, I always wanted a fast car. So having a fast car is cool.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely fun when you have a vehicle of your own. You can get to go wherever you want, here, there, anywhere.
Yep.
You can't reach. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Gotta go.
Hello?
How's Zach?
Yeah, so Chevy Malibu. It was terrible.
Yeah, that car.
The drunk. It was not good.
Memories.
Somebody gave it to you then.
I just don't. It wasn't brand new. It was pretty old when I got it, but it was cheap and it was during COVID. So, you know how cars during COVID were hard to come by. So, and it was at a good price. I bought it off of a friend's dad's friend. As crazy as that sounds, but he got it to me for a low price. He just wanted to get rid of it, so and it gave me problems Yeah, it gave me problem. Well, it was fine for the first like 2 years. It was like manageable, and then after the 2 years, I had it for 4 years total, or about 4 years total. And the last 2 years, it was just repair after repair after. Every time I thought I fixed everything, another problem came. So it ran my pockets.
Yeah, Zach's car gave me bad memories. I remember about his car when I was working at Domino's at the time with him last year. His car it went through a lot of rough patches for sure.
He was making money from that car, and
he was making money for that car. Yeah.
Because it's hard to get a car nowadays.
It is. At that time it was. It probably still is now, but yes.
Yeah.
Because I had told him the exact opposite. I said, do not keep that car. Do not fix it. Get rid of it.
Yep, sure did.
I told him,
But I was telling Zach
You gotta let it go.
to keep the car
once it's
as long as he could, but because he had a lot of issues with his car, it was better off to get rid of it. Because it was to the point where
It's more than what you bought it for. You know what I'm
the
saying?
maintenance was going to cost it was going to cost more than making payments on the car at this point. So yeah, he needed to get a new car. Yeah.
This has to be.
Toyota and Hondas are best cars to get.
They're
I have a Toyota Corolla right now.
They are.
I actually love my car. Great gas. Even though the gas price is going up. Great gas. Well, actually it's on a standstill right now at the moment, but
my first
great
car
gas.
was a 2000. And I bought it from some like kid who couldn't have been older than like 20 in a Walmart parking lot. And remember at the time I didn't have anyone with me. And this was my first time like going to look at cars. And I went to I asked the kid, I'm like, can I test drive it? And he's like, yeah, sure. So he sits me down in the passenger seat and he drove it for me. And I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm like, I know this is not how this is supposed to work. But the car was only $800
Right.
and I needed a car right then and there. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. And I took it. And honestly, it wasn't terrible, but there was a lot wrong with the power steering was completely shot. But that thing ended up lasting me 2 years. So
It's not bad.
Itself out.
Not bad at all.
Considering everything that was wrong with it, it's those Hondas, man. They last forever.
Sure do. Sure do. And I think right there I was mentioning about the car I had. Very amazing cars.
I have a Toyota too now.
Camrys are nice cars. I want a Camry. I might get a Camry next car. And I said she's gonna have zero problems for the next 5-10 years. She ain't gonna have that many problems. She's good. Just normal maintenance, wear and tear. That's really it. And this is where I was mentioning my first car. My first car was a 2003 Nissan Sentra. It was all black. I had a lot of problems since day one from the car. And how I had bought the car was from my money from school when I was at MCC, community college. And then also my great grandma helped me as well. So from that, that's how I got my car. And I had the car for 2 years also. For about 2 years, gave me problems from the beginning. And then Zach's dog caught my attention. Well, I thought it was a dog. It was a cat, actually. But yeah, 2003 Nissan Sentra is the first car I got. And gave me problems from then. I never got Nissan ever again. I'm like, nope, I'm good. No Nissan. I'm sticking with I had Chevy after that, and then Toyota or Honda's my go-to. Yep. Again, everyone, sorry for the mute. That's on me. That will not happen again next episode. Definitely won't happen next episode. Now I'm trying to remember the next question was. I think it was about the gas prices, the gas hikes.
Fixing the repairs. I'm like, it's all BS.
Yeah, the maintenance part, I don't know. I feel like the maintenance part is wear and tear, I think depends on what the maintenance is, it could be a scam. Especially if you're going to take it to the dealership, it could be a scam. Because it could just saying that to get money from us, we got to spend it. So that I can understand. Yep. And that's control, and also
Gas ain't gonna be available anytime soon. Like they're gonna take that.
from having an electric car, you can only drive 2-3 hours, and that's it. It's dead. So you can't really go far with the electric cars, so, and that's unfortunate. But I would say there's benefits with the electric car as well, and that's point from point A to point B. In a way, it could save gas a little bit. But then again, I know. Remember, James said it's about the same, which she has a valid point on that.
States, and they blame it on us instead of like fixing the problem. Because at the end of the day, everything's at the higher power. So if you fix the higher power, you can fix all the problems. It's not that hard, really not. So everything
It is pretty simple.
on purpose.
She's right about that.
If you think about it, if you see everything, like you just gotta look and see.
What are you saying, Nick?
Yeah, I was saying it's all about the money. Yeah. And I was mentioning about the gas. Certain spots are increasing the ethanol. So now it's going to be 15% ethanol as opposed to 10% ethanol on the gas station. Some gas stations. Some of the gas will be watered down. And because of it watered down, it's supposed to decrease the price of the gas a little bit to help the consumers. But the problem is with that is watered down gas.
You gotta think about it. You gotta charge at the charge station just as much as gas per day or every other day. It kind of equals. So what is the advantage of having an electric car?
And that's where she had a valid point from that.
Not driving it.
It's cool to drive it, but she has a valid point from that part.
And then the battery to fix it.
Yeah. The maintenance part couldn't be a problem with the battery. She's right about that. I want to hear my car room. Like I want to hear it. I want to hear it. So I don't want to hear nothing. I want to hear my car. I want to hear the engine.
A lot.
Definitely a lot. Definitely a lot. And this is what I was mentioning about the ethanol. We put in more gas in the car. Not me, but we put in more gas in the car. It's definitely not the same gas. I was mentioning about the 15% ethanol that added into the gas tanks in some of the gas stations. Not all the gas stations. Some of the gas stations. So that's why I go to Costco's all the time, because they're still the same. They didn't change at all. And my gas still been running normal since I had Costco's.
Yeah. So that's why you gotta buy more.
And it sounds like a money grab.
Yeah. It forces you to get more gas because you got stuff to do. You got this, you got that.
Yep, most definitely a money grab. And I don't even know if it's a good thing, it's good or not good to invest in oil. Because I thought about it in the stock market, but I don't know if it will be good. Comment below if y'all know if I should invest in the oil, if it's too late to invest in it, or I shouldn't, because the price can continue to go down with the barrels of oil.
Well, I mean, realistically, they could do whatever to the gas and raise prices as much as they want, but no matter what, we're still gonna buy it. Like,
very true.
Right, we have places to go.
They could make it $20 a gallon, and people are still going to buy gas.
It's
I
crazy.
mean, but
I'm
people are
still
still
gonna
going to
put
pay it.
$20 in. That's it. That's all you get. Wherever that
You
stick
get 1
is, you better
gallon for
make
that
it.
$20.
That's all you get. If it's $20, I won't go nowhere.
Right. And I think from there, I was about to mention about carpool. We might have to carpool going forward with strangers.
Oh, yeah.
Yes and no. Yes and no. I say 50-50.
Are you see?
Because you have people that's willing to save that money and go together and give them the gas instead of keep running it. You know what I mean? Like it's a little bit of saving, but not much. That's why I said, they would carpool. It helps them a
Yeah.
lot. And then if you're doing it on your own, you by yourself, you know how to chill, you got the music, you ain't got to worry about
Yeah.
it. You
People
taking
pay
your
for
own self.
comfort.
You don't got to
Yeah,
stress. You know what I mean? It's less stress.
it's true.
I said people will pay for their own comfort. But it
Right.
comes down to
True.
just having to pay that extra dime, but you're comfortable in your space in your car by yourself. People are going to pay that money.
Right. So it depends. You have two different kind of people.
Again, I apologize with me. And she made a valid point with that. Technically, that's true. It just costs more. Yep. She makes a valid point on that. Right. I know I was talking a little bit more political.
I think China might be one of them. South Korea
I know they
is
were out there.
Taiwan. Taiwan is in a crisis. Venezuela literally Venezuela has like just the biggest crisis of all countries, I think, and Cuba because of what Trump's doing in particular. He's straight up just like blocked off access for aid for these countries.
And I'm not going to really talk much about that part. I'm glad we really didn't get to that. We can get to that in a different show, different episode.
Other countries are, and it would make us look like, we're living the best life, pretty much.
Zach has a valid point on that for sure. He's right about that. But I also want to point out there was a reason why Trump did what he did as far as capturing Maduro. It's a reason for that.
Compared to some countries, yeah.
Definitely took the oil for sure.
Some.
But
Some countries,
in the way it's supposed to benefit, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And I was mentioning it was all broad. We were talking about in general. It was mentioning broad. But I can understand where Jamie's coming from as far as
we got this, but yet we fighting with this, that, and that. Like
the world itself.
Perfect, but we are in the best
Right.
position
We're
in
nowhere
a
near
lot of
perfect.
countries.
We damn gangsters.
And
We corrupted to
unfortunately,
the top of the line.
some
you mean?
of the stuff
we're
that
definitely
we
corrupt,
suffer
no doubt.
through, some of the stuff that we suffer through would seem like heaven for some people in other countries.
Exactly. That's
Very
Our
true.
struggle won't
Right.
our
No, I
struggle
get that
compared to
part, but
theirs
I'm
is
just saying
different.
I don't 100% agree to it just because of my lifestyle and the way I live. The U.S. did not help me not one bit at all, so that's why I say I disagree to some
See,
point.
I look at
Bro,
one thing for like Irma's telling you, my family on my mom's side, they're from Haiti. In Haiti right now, if you were to go past a school, you'll see a bunch of kids standing outside the school. They're waiting for their parents to be able to afford their year's tuition. Their year's tuition is about $70 to $80, and their parents cannot afford that. So they go without education. So I think about that, like, yeah, some of us are really going through it, and in such a successful country, it's sad to see. But even our struggle for some people would be amazing just to be able to go through what we've gone through. And it sucks. It sucks to see it like
we
that.
didn't have the money to
She makes a valid point.
or anything. We had to go to public. I get it. No, I get it.
I would say we're better. Maybe not the best, but we're better. A lot of countries out there. And that's what I was mentioning.
Like all countries would be better if they do the right thing. It's not thing that's going on. They do it on purpose. Is a purpose for it. They want to change it. They're trying to be a dictator, trying to be kings and queens. Like, no, you're trying to rule the wrong ones. You know what I mean? Like, we're not asking for a lot. Hell, we just want a small vacation. Give us 4 days off and paid. You know what I mean? Like, we just want the easy lifestyle. Just for a little bit, like 1 or 2 days. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't asking for a lot. You know? But it just depends on the circumstances that you go through. That's why I said we're not the greatest. That's just how I feel, my opinion, because the lifestyle I live. I can't speak for everybody else, but
let me try to get you to be more specific. Like, what parts of your day-to-day life could be better in another country than it is in America?
It's a good question, Zach. It's a good question.
The way they help. I'm just gonna speak for everybody. The way they help single parents, whether you're a single dad, single mom, single auntie. U.S. does not have the same helpness that other countries do. Like when you try to get help here, it's like you got to go through hell and high waters. Like you got to literally scratch and nail and fingerprint like you a prisoner just to get just a little bit of help. Not even a lot.
She got a point. Jamie got a point on that.
That's luxury. You have to be nearly poor, can't pay for shit. You have to be in a domestic violence case. You literally have to be beat down in order to get the help that you want. Or you have to work your life and be miserable and stressed out for the rest of your life until you die. Which one? You know what I mean?
Okay, Jamie. Okay.
Yeah, she makes a valid point on that part. I really don't know why I asked from there. I guess I'll figure it out when she answers the question.
I'm not sure. I can only explain.
Oh, I already know now. Talking about the States. I was talking about the States.
There should be more help for kids. Why is there so many kids dying left and right? What's going on? But you're the best. You're number one.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, come on. That's why I don't agree. Like, I hear kids dying left and right and missing, and you have kids of your own. You just sitting there worrying and just praying every day or whatever you do to keep your kids protected because it's so horrible.
Right.
It's not the same lifestyle. Like, it's just the U.S. reset button. That's all.
Yeah, I was mentioning about the States. I was asked the question about, do you think
It has it on mute.
It's better in different states? Like, you have better experience in different states as far as that help we need for, especially for the single mothers out there.
I mean, maintain a stable United States secret anymore. That they purposefully like make the system make it so that you're constantly struggling. And how do they do that? Well, they make you start. They start from the education system, and make you built to just be one of their worker bees, and they then give you a job that just barely pays for your daily needs, especially if you have kids.
It's tough.
And then you got
It's
to
definitely
borrow
tough.
money, and then you're constantly indebted to the country that is also indebted.
Right.
Yeah, we're like the United States is $40 trillion in debt.
Trillion. It's trillion. But
40
explain that
trillion.
how you in debt. And then you're gonna sit there and tell me I'm in debt when I'm already born? Wait a minute. Where's the magic? That's a lot of money. I haven't even seen $100,000. You know what I mean? How you gonna tell me I'm in debt?
Kind of forgot because the next question I asked.
They're definitely doing it.
What did I say?
Y'all want to hear something wild? And I don't mind saying it. Y'all want to hear something wild? I just did my taxes, right? I'm a single parent, 2 kids, 2 single parent, by myself, no help, 2 kids. You know I owe them money.
Oh, we talking about taxes.
I'm
okay.
sorry for laughing. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is the way you said.
Funny.
This is the way you said that. I'd be laughing,
But
not the action.
you know what I mean? Like you busting your ass. I'm working 2 jobs, 3 jobs. Now I'm not working at all.
Damn. That's crazy.
And I still owe you? How? I'm not working, 2 kids, single parent, and I owe you money. Where the fuck it coming from? My asshole?
It's crazy. It's definitely crazy.
I don't get the money if I'm working. How I owe you, bro?
That's
What
insane.
you gonna take? I don't got nothing. What you want?
Yeah. A lot of
I ain't
people
got nothing to give.
are paying taxes.
That's all I got in my name. Electric bill, a phone bill.
I've seen that where suddenly now they're not taking what they're supposed to be taking out during the year. So then when this tax comes around, suddenly you owe these large amounts to them. It's really weird. And it's been like that for the last, like, I would say 3 years or so, where suddenly they weren't taking anything out. Because that happened to me where
That happened to me.
they took maybe $400 out for the whole year for federal. And I was like, what? Usually I'll take a couple thousand out for the whole year. They took $400 and I owed them. So when I got my child tax credit, they took the entire thing. Luckily, I was also a student at the time. So I got like credits for that. And it made me get back, I think, like $1,000 because of that. Or I would have owed them money.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I called them Monday or called them this week. I called them. I got a letter saying that, I'm in debt. I'm like, well, what job? Like, well, how? Like, it's from last year. I get it, but I didn't even make that much. You know what I mean? I made enough to where a 16-year-old made. That's how much I made for the whole year. And I owe you with 2 kids. I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm like, where the money? My job makes sense.
I don't think I've gotten a refund in probably 5 years.
I got a refund mainly because I work crazy overtime. I usually work 60-hour weeks, and I did that all last year.
But they don't do that. They said that.
Well, the only thing with that is Trump made a new tax credit for your overtime. Right. Yeah, I ended up getting like $5,000 alone just for the overtime I had worked. Yeah, I was like, okay.
Yeah, I was mentioning about Trump with the
nice.
No tax on tips, no tax on overtime.
They charged me too because I was working 2 jobs. So technically, I was working 3 jobs. I had 2 paid jobs and a single parent. So I was working 2 jobs. When I did my taxes, they put me in a different tax bracket. I said, who told you to do that? You know, I had 2 kids. You know what I mean? I had 2 kids.
How you old though? Like that's crazy. I swear, Jamie, you probably should like.
You know what I mean?
May I ask you, like, I don't know, where'd you do your taxes? Because this seems like pretty something. Something's off, huh?
Jackson Hewitt.
Jackson Hewitt.
Oh, I make sure that shit was documented.
That's legit.
I don't know how to pay taxes. I pay them. So Jackson Hewitt.
I mean, isn't that a professional?
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, I'm sure they did the right thing, but at the same time, it does seem a little odd to me that you owe money. Like that's pretty crazy.
Even when
how you put me in a different tax bracket? Who
and you work
allowed
2
you to
jobs
do that?
too?
Yes, they said because I worked 2 jobs and I had too many hours. Well, if you didn't make it this difficult to provide for 2 kids, I wouldn't have to work 2 jobs.
Something about once you add that second W-2 on, I remember asking the tax guy this last year. Something about adding a second W-2 on puts you in like a different category, and then you end up owing more.
You're suddenly like, the 1%.
For working more.
Right, you didn't suddenly be wealthy, but I'm pretty sure you wouldn't work 2 jobs if you did. That shit so.
Right.
And trust me, honey, I would not. And I repeat, with everything I own, I would not be working 2 jobs because that just being a single parent, that's a job itself. So trust me, I do not want 2 jobs. I was praying to God, Lord, I don't want it. And then you're gonna put specific tax bracket.
Job, though, like if you was able to do all those hours at the same pay at just 1 job instead of 2, they wouldn't take that.
But nobody would give you the pay raise.
It's specifically because it's 2 jobs instead of 1. Like it just doesn't make sense.
And I was mentioning about the tax bracket of the pay. Usually, I think it's like 45, 46,000.
I don't know. That's what the tax guy explained to me.
You're in a higher tax bracket.
Phrasing it back wrong, but because I'm just.
It's still horrible either way.
And from having 2 jobs, combines the amount of the annual income you get, which makes sense of why we're in a higher tax bracket because of the 2 jobs we have.
But how you not calculate the fact that this person is not is doing a 2 job, 2 parents to provide for these kids? So how you not take away? I don't understand it. Like how you not implement that she's doing it by herself? Like she's holding it down for 2 kids, and you taking her money, and you making this shit hard, and she owed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now look, Jamie. Now you're gonna work harder, right, for the government.
Oh, I ain't working harder. I'm just taking this time.
You're gonna work harder to make your money back.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna work for what? What'd you say?
That's what they want.
That's what they want, but
work some more.
They don't want to stop, but I'm not working. I'm not capable of working due to my injuries, so I'm not working anymore.
Really,
my only work is to
collect your
what is
it? Workers' comp.
Not even that, disability. So due to my injuries, so I'm not capable of working. That's why I told them I have nothing but time. What you need? Documents? You need paperwork? What you need? You need me to type something? What you want?
Now you have more time for them to come after you for the money that you owe.
That's it.
I don't know how they're going to get it. You come get it. I don't know how you're going to get it, but come get it, honey. I just wanted to make sense. You can take my disability, but how am I pay? I ain't paying nothing.
Can we just talk about how we're able to fight back the corruption, right? Because where is our taxes being used? Like, how is it really being used? So, like,
everything.
How do we actually effectively challenge the system and change it for the better of the country?
I mean, you have to vote. That's what they always say.
No. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Vote.
Decide where our tax money goes.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But what do you have to say?
I said not necessarily to vote. Like, I don't know if you guys been updating on the news or like even just doing your research. Voting is not what is meant to be. I feel like everybody believes in voting, but in order to take down corruption, you have to be just a little bit crazy yourself to do it.
You gotta overthrow the government.
Yes. Why not?
I vote for.
They doing time.
Yo, Jamie is our leader, bro. We gonna follow whatever she has to say. Jamie, I'll die. Jamie, I'll die for you. I swear to God.
But listen, have they not? They torture you guys for 400 or 500 years. They torture us for a little bit. You know what I mean? They torture everybody. So how come we can't do a little bit of torturing?
So, and I was mentioning about this movie really brings back January 6th.
She just says everybody stormed the Capitol.
No, I'm just saying
We're
there's
doing a January
ways to
6th, but
get.
countrywide, the whole country gonna be.
I'm just saying there's ways to get people overthrown. You don't have to necessarily use violence, but you don't have to be stupid. You know what I mean? You gotta carry a little something just in case. There's always a just in case.
So where you been?
We've been doing it for how many years? And look at it now.
Yeah, I was mentioning about January 6th. Basically what she was alluding to. I don't know that's the question I was asking her.
But I've been saying that. I'm tired of hearing that.
Well, that would fuck up the whole economy and just.
That's the whole point. But isn't he
That
doing,
shit would
isn't he
cripple the
doing it
economy.
now, though?
Okay,
He's doing it now.
No, but
We stopped anything.
He
And
is.
that would affect the property owners. And now the property owner can't pay their taxes. They can't pay the water that they're supplying to us. And they can't afford that. So then they lose the business. That large conglomerate comes and buys up that one house that you were renting for $900. And now they're going to charge more. And it's just, it's
you're gonna be on their radar.
I didn't say nothing wrong. I said peaceful.
Oh, okay.
So I was mentioning, well, if we stop just
I'm
buying.
talking about canceled. When it comes to, I'm talking about canceled, like life. Canceled.
No, we ain't doing that.
But real quick though, like, why is it that they always feed us these political candidates that we just have to, like, we're forced to choose between Kamala Harris and Trump? Like, why is it that we can't bring one of our people that's disassociated with these weird groups, these secret groups, these, if I have to say Israel, I will. Like, why can't we get, unaffiliated, neutral, for the people candidate? Like, I feel like John F. Kennedy was one of those candidates, and the fact that he won shows, that it's possible. Like, we can do this again, but we just have to be smart with who we vote for, and we have to follow them. Like, we have to know everything about them to make sure they're not going to be corrupted in the future.
Now, I was mentioning about, we do have those people. We do have some of those people, but they wouldn't want to run for president of the United States or run for some type of leadership role as far as like a country. But probably mayor, maybe, or governor. But I don't think they would want to go for president. That's why I was mentioning on there. So.
But they do that on purpose, right? They want you to fear, so you don't do it. So
Hey, how you doing?
But you holding back from your blessing. Not only holding back from your blessing, you holding back from everybody else's blessing that get from you. You feel me? So, you got to operate not in fear, but positivity. Even if you think negative, you got to think of a positive. There's always a positive and negative. Which one you going to decide today?
All right, but what I'm saying is, like, they probably do have a bunch of candidates that are good that we just don't know about because we don't vote in the early preliminaries. We don't vote. We don't vote that early. We only care about who, when it comes down to who's becoming president. That's when we start voting.
Yeah.
We don't vote for. We don't vote for our. We don't even vote for our communities. We don't vote for our mayors.
Those lower guy candidates can't even get off the ground at that point because we don't know about them. We don't hear about them.
Yep. We don't even know their names.
No.
But you also got to think about, too, the ones that do uprise. You got to think of the cost that they had to go through to get there. Not only go through the mess that they have to go through and then die. Like, did you actually learn from it? You know what I mean? You said JF Kennedy did it, but did we learn from it? Did we change? Did we do anything better?
Nope.
No, I mean, all it takes is that next 4 years for a new president to come in, and like anything you work towards potentially, can get undone. So, how much progress can you really make until the next guy comes in and does the exact opposite?
And
And
that she
then
made a
not
valid
only
point on
that,
that.
on top of that, to see how this is all just BS and racist like a mother effer. They don't even want a woman up there. So that's bullshit right there. I don't see what, in my opinion, if that's a good candidate and you study and did your research and she good, why not let her run? Because apparently men is not capable of doing it, seeing that they've been running this shit down to the ground for over 500 more years or so forth since 1892, since I know, maybe further. You know what I mean?
And I was mentioning that I agree with her on that. If they a good candidate to run for president, and they're a better candidate than anyone else, and she's a woman, if I have no choice, I will
I know
vote
we
for
all
her.
fear change, but
That's
some changes
good
gotta
candidate.
be happening. Like obviously, men can't do it because look what they're doing. Some going to jail, some going this, some are this, and some are that. But
I
anybody
want,
that's good that wants to uprise is dead, because they want to do the right thing.
I want Jamie
Doesn't
as
make
my
sense.
president. Jamie, when are you running for president?
They wouldn't like me. They were overthrown. They tell me to get out. I have to get all my Hispanic friends over here. Like, listen, Poppy.
I don't
Yeah,
know
I
what I was
see it.
saying.
8 minutes.
Yeah, wrapping up the video.
Well, I guess thanks for having me. That's pretty much it for me.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you,
Thank you,
Derek.
This
thank
is cool.
you.
This is fun. Darius, I did have something to say about what you should do. You should try like making these discussions on TikTok Live. I don't know if you've ever seen the TikTok Lives, but I've seen some I've seen some good conversations on there, and also you can record it and get the thoughts of
Other
people
people,
of the world. Yeah, you get anyone that just joins, and
media.
usually for as long as a channel like yours would gather people that are non-toxic, so you would have like productive, like really cool conversations, because there is a lot of toxic people, of course, on TikTok, but usually those channels are like debates and stuff like that. You wouldn't be having, I mean, you could have a debate, but it could be a respectful one too. But yeah, you
You
should
still
try that
gotta be.
out.
You should still be careful though. Never take your guard down. Just be mindful of your surroundings, the people. The conversations. Some conversations, like you said, might get nasty, so don't take it personal.
Yeah,
Everybody's
definitely.
entitled to all the
I mean,
opinions.
you have the
Gotta
control
keep your
to
mind
you have the
moving.
control to kick them too. Like if you don't
Yeah,
like someone, you
that
can
too.
kick them.
But
And
also just be
yeah,
mindful, like they have their opinion just as well. You stated yours. So, to respect all the way across the board. Now, if they get disrespectful, yes, kick them out because they don't deserve to be in the live. But you're not trying to be rude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they make a valid point. And I was mentioning the fact that I'm not going to censor nobody. So if
yeah,
they get
right.
antsy or they get
But I'm
mad or
saying that
upset,
I don't know how you operate, so
I'm not going to kick them
Bro,
out
that's a good thought though. There's
like
usually
that.
those people can be, quite disrespectful, but they might have something interesting to say. Who knows?
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
then we
Yeah.
got a story because everybody got one.
Jamie, you definitely got a story. I got to know your story.
Thank you
Exactly.
for coming on. Thank you for letting me come on here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I had to run in the Walmart.
Lights.
Okay, can you see the LEDs in here?
Hey, right.
She at the United States government head HQ.
This is it. We're here.
She got inspired by Jamie's lecture, and now she's in.
Yeah, it looks like she's in Walmart.
No, just thank you. This was an enjoyable conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, this was cool. I couldn't have done without any of them. Really good conversation. I'm excited for more to come. This is going to be the start of something new, and I'm excited for it. I appreciate everyone joining.
Of course, no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. Y'all be safe out there in them streets. Everybody's always trying to be. You gotta watch their intentions.
You watch out, Jamie. You've been saying
But I
some
do.
things.
Yeah, I appreciate everyone. This was really good. Make sure you hit a like for the algorithm, share the channel, subscribe, turn notifications on. Until next time, peace.